Joining me to talk a little bit more about this investment in Cold Lake is Cindy Yang, the Director of Strategic Priorities for Stepping Stones Crisis Society. Cindy, thank you for being here today and joining me. First of all, can you share with us a little bit more about what this $2 million is going towards?
So, Stepping Stones Crisis Society is embarking on a new net zero build with a conceptualized shelter model to better support the continuum of care for survivors of family violence. So, this build is going to look like a 4-story emergency shelter, second stage shelter, and community resource building in Cold Lake, serving our surrounding communities, municipalities, settlements, and reserves. Some of the benefits to this build will not only increase the number of shelter beds that are available, but also the second stage units available, which will also see an amalgamation of all of our core programs and services under one roof, which we're looking so that will hopefully lower barriers to access for these services such as transportation, and then also help reduce administration costs. So on the west side of the building, it's going to be featuring a variety of kind of mixed use spaces. And then these spaces are going to be kept separate from the east side, which will be primarily used for housing. What we hope this project will do is anchor our center as a regional support for vulnerable Albertans facing life crisis as a result of family violence. And we hope to extend the continuum of care for clients as they look to rebuild their lives from violence.
Can you talk a little bit about what it means to be receiving this money? Obviously, this is a project that your organization has been working on for quite a while. So what's it like to be able to get such a large amount of money to go towards the project?
Yeah, so we're really, really excited because honestly, over the last 5 years, our turnaways due to capacity for women and children have increased over 350%. So our 30-year-old building is really no longer able to meet the needs of our region. And especially so the last 6 years, we've seen our services separated into 4 buildings in attempt to meet some of those needs, which of course then increases those barriers for community members, and that also adds on to the administration costs. And that's kind of what reaffirmed our priority to increase shelter beds and work to amalgamate our programs and services under one roof, and look to increase our shelter beds and second stage housing units, and then also, you know, give us a chance to make this build accessible for individuals with limited mobility, which includes emergency shelter and second stage housing units as well. So we're so excited to be able to offer this because the need is prevalent in our community. So to be able to receive this funding is really going to make a difference for us.
And I understand that Stepping Stones is discussing this project in Ottawa, talking a little bit about the continuum of care.
Yeah, we're hopeful to be able to extend on this continuum of care by being able to add a third stage slash affordable housing component as well, which is also going to include a trauma-informed daycare. We're really grateful for the community for their continued support, not only for us, but for the survivors of family violence. And, you know, while we're so grateful to have received this capital grant, unfortunately, it doesn't cover the entire cost, but it does give us a great start. So we're actively looking to kind of secure additional funding commitments and things like that. So we're just so grateful for all the support that we've seen in this community.
Cindy, there's obviously a lot more room to grow with this project, but I want to say thanks for talking a little bit about it today and sharing the excitement about this funding and sharing a little bit about what this project is with our viewers today.
Thank you so much.